Well, getting back to that, developing a news story, 9 suspects have been killed in a gun battle with police at Desai in Marion Hill in Durban. KwaZulu-Natal police confirmed the incident in a statement, and the suspects were allegedly terrorizing residences in that area. They were also on the police's radar for serious and violent crimes. A manhunt is still ongoing for 2 more suspects. But for more on this, let's cross now to our reporter, Vusi Khumalo, who made his way there to the scene. Vusi, good morning. So just taking a look at those live visuals, is there any indication of how the shootout came to be this morning?
Yes, of course. Good morning, Sakina. Yes, indeed, we are here in Marion Hill, just west of Durban. This is a crime scene where 9 people were shot dead by police. We've seen quite a number of police here early in the morning as I'm stepping out of the shot, so that Mapolo Botulan and Ngobo, even though we don't have a good angle, but he can just zoom in so that you can have a slight view of what is currently happening. These are the forensics team that is working on the ground trying to collect an evidence so that they'll be able to investigate this matter properly. With us, who's going to tell us more information about how the shooting came about is police spokesperson in KwaZulu-Natal, Colonel Robert Nejiunda. Welcome, sir. Thanks a lot for your time. Just take us through about how this incident happened.
In the early hours of this morning, our provincial resident team that has been on the ground searching for a group of at least 11 suspects who have been terrorizing the area through violent crimes, including rapes, armed robberies, and also links to certain murders. We got wind that suspects were hiding in the house, as you mentioned. And when we got here, our team earnestly knocked at the opposite house, the white structure that you see. And then what happened was a gunshot sound from the opposite house from the suspects. Our guys were ready and returned fire, and after the shootout, 9 suspects were found to have been fatally wounded.
Perhaps the ages, and also if there was any women there?
We haven't processed them to that extent that we know their ages and all those things, but as things stand, there were only males in the house. We will know them and who they are and their ages as and when we process them. Like the team is still busy, we can't even go closer there and see what's happening.
Any recent incidents that they were perhaps that you were looking them after? Because perhaps you might have say that you were hunting them for a number of reasons, as I've said, house robbery and other crimes as well. Any recent incident of where we were also mentioned or also wanted for?
The pressing matter is that when we collected our intelligence, we found that they were gathered to plan to execute a hit on someone. So that was us having to go because we need to prevent crime from happening. So that's why we had to pounce on them in the early hours of this morning. But like I said, cases are many to mention that they've been linked with this area where we are. This group was feared. There were cases that happened and never reported. Community which were here early in the morning telling us that they were so afraid of them that once a case is reported, if they come to your house, rob you, whatever, they tell you straight that you don't open a case or else they'll come after you.
Yes. What did you find in their possession? Perhaps the guns that you are saying that they are the ones who shot police first?
So far, we have found 3 firearms in their possession. And since the team is still busy, we believe that we can find another 1 or 2, because earlier we had 2 guns, and as they're busy processing, we found another gun. So once they're done with everybody else, we might find 1 or 2 more. But so far, 3 firearms.
3 firearms. So you're still looking after 2 more?
We are looking for 2 more suspects because there were initially 11 suspects that we were looking for. We found 9 here. We don't know where the other 2 is. So a team is out looking for the other 2. But in terms of firearms, you never know how many firearms there are because they might have those in their possession, might have those that are hidden somewhere. But we will search for them. We believe that if there are more firearms out there with this group ahead, we need to find them because we need firearms out of the community.
Okay, thanks a lot for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, thanks. That's Robert Nichiunda, who is the spokesperson for police here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Sakina.
Well, thank you so much, Vusi Khumalo, there in Marion Hill. And that, of course, the latest update on that shootout between police and 9 suspects who were killed during that shootout.